is what I was waiting for the whole time. The lovely Christina A Hackman is here to talk about the BC beards for the border collies. Is that right? Or border
right.
patrol.
Border patrol.
Border for your ceiling.
You got this. Border ceiling?
You know, the things that you put around the borders of your ceiling.
Oh, yeah. That's Canadian for border ceiling, I think.
Anyways.
Crown molding.
Sexiest episode of Talking Beards, episode 186. Can you believe it?
I can't believe this.
186. We have Christine A Hackman. Rizabel, that's her middle name. Did you know that?
Rizabel.
Yeah.
Let's just get into the thing. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody in Talking Beards world? This is episode number 186 of the podcast. This is going to be episode number 264 of the podcast. Wait, did I say the podcast twice?
Yeah.
So this is episode number 186 of the live show. And then, 264 of the podcast. There we go.
You got it. You did it.
That was close. Good thing we're not live. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. I'm on this side of the screen, and we're just rolling right into this thing. Go ahead, Scott.
You were.
I deserve that.
I was like, you're like busy talking, and I'm like, dude, you're like, what? I don't get it.
You're saying words, but they're not really making sense.
Of course, always. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Sakura.
Hi, Scott Sakura.
You can find out more information about the show by going to talkingbeards.com. We are running live currently on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can also find us live over at talkingbeards.com. But if you want to participate in the chat room, you got to go to one of those 4 other places and log in there so you can be part of the fun. Like all these other people that, oh my gosh, there's like everyone's in here already.
Christine Abercrombie Hackman III. There it is. There it is. I knew we'd figure out her middle name tonight. Speaking of, tonight we have Christine A. Hackman all the way from Vancouver, Canada. And the A apparently stands for Abercrombie. They are putting on their annual competition, BC Beards by the Border. That's coming up October 15th, as I said, in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We just say Canada here, but, since
it's America's hat.
Yeah, there's a beard competition in America's hat. And so we're going to get into that very quickly because we got all kinds of stuff going on, and we're going to go over every single beard competition in the world that's going on in October. So that's going to take a little bit of time at the end of this episode.
Rocktober.
Yeah, exactly. Rocktober.
It's pronounced live, not live. Gosh.
So stupid.
Stupid.
What else we got going on?
We got Alan Eckert here, who's once again another star-studded boostagram over on the Fountain app. He's really hooking us up. We have so many Satoshis because of Alan Eckert.
Freaking Alan Eckert. He just wants to hear us say Satoshis and Alan Eckert, I think.
I know he does. That's exactly what one of his posts. He goes, I keep sending you guys Satoshis so I can hear my name on the show.
Well, thank you, Alan Eckert. And Sean Murphy says that we need to start a LinkedIn page.
We already got one. We're linked into everything. And
we're linked in all over the world, Sean Murphy. Don't you know who Scott Sakura is?
Yeah.
Making it rain.
That's right.
So anyway, So usually we wait till, later on in the episode. But, since we have Christine A. Hackman on the show, we're just going to get into this. Are you ready to just get into this, Scott Sakura?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Who?
Scott is ready for Christina Hackman to be here now.
All right. So, as I said a few minutes ago, we have Christine A Hackman on the show for BC Beards by the Border. That is Vancouver Facial Hair Club's beard competition that is coming up October 15th, 2022 at 4 p.m. Canadian time. Let's just get into this.
Oh,
What's up,
hey.
Christine?
Hey.
Hey, there's that internet that we love so much.
Uh-oh.
How are you?
I am so happy to be here.
Okay.
From
it's
up
not,
here in
it's not
Canada.
Yes, it is.
all the way.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
Okay, I think we have it fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were robot-y there for a moment, but
Oh,
you sound
sorry.
okay now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Look at that.
Sorry
Sorry.
about that.
Sorry. Don't make me apologize in my first not even fun full minute on the show, and already you got me saying sorry.
Sorry, eh?
Sorry.
So, Christine Hackman, how are you doing? You have a ton of stuff going on, huh?
I am so excited. I am so sleep deprived because our competition is, I think, 10 days, 11 days away now. And so we are just getting everything ready for everyone to come on up and show their face off and win some stuff. So, yeah.
So not
Sure.
only do you have this beer competition coming up, you're also a stand-up comedian.
That is true.
How is that going?
Well, it's going pretty good. I am amateurish at all things, but actually that's the class I'm going to after this. So that's why I got to be out of here fast because I got to learn to get funny because I am emceeing our event as well. So it's a lot of pressure.
Mike. Aaron, we're going to have some problems. Aaron and I are emceeing this weekend, and we need to take some classes real quick.
Yeah, should we went and taken stand-up comedian classes
You're
as well?
fine because people just look at you and laugh, so it's not a problem.
What do they look at and laugh at us about?
Your brilliance, how beautiful you are. They are just overcome with all that goodness, and they're just like,
Wow.
They
So
love
is this like an improv a comedy class?
no, it's like actual stand-up stuff.
So there's
I
no
don't-
chairs.
No chairs. No, it
Mhm.
is standing up all the way. That's why it's so grueling. 'Cause
Wow.
after about 45 minutes, my legs give out. But
Do the people that are watching you get to sit down?
no, I want it to be torturous for everyone.
Oof.
It
David
really is.
says she good.
She is good. No, just she good.
She good.
So let's just get into this. So your competition. Where are y'all holding this thing? Let's go.
Okay, we are holding it at a place called Heroes Welcome. And in the old days, it used to be an ANAF, that's Army, Navy, Air Force. And I used to go there all the time because they would have meat draws on the weekend. And that is the only way that I could get meat.
What is a meat draw?
Yes.
Well, I feel it's fairly self-explanatory. You go and they have
Pick
a
up
bunch
guys.
of...
Wrong kind of meat.
Lucky.
Oh.
Wrong kind of meat. They have a bunch of meat laid out on the table and you buy raffle tickets. And if you win, you get to choose the meat that you take home. And they do like repeated, like they'll have 5 different meat draws.
Are you
It's
sure
like
this
so
isn't
much
the
meat?
same meat I'm thinking about here? No. Okay. Never mind.
Good Lord, Scott. She's Canadian.
I'm
Oh,
Canadian. We
sorry.
only think in terms, we're very literal people here. So I used to go there for meat draws. So I've been almost vegetarian since they closed down because I don't know how to go to a grocery store and select meat. I need to like hunt for it. Anyway, point is, so about a year ago it changed hands. So now it's a just sort of a pub, but it's still got this really cool vibe to it. And it's on Main Street, which is like our hipster area of town. So I think it's a pretty neat venue. It's very local or very centralized, easy to get to. It is not near the Murder Hotel. I'm sorry. You'll have to drive. But
We'll figure it out. We're gonna be there in an automobile, so we can drive anywhere. It'll be fine.
yes.
And
So
Aaron,
this is-
don't forget to bring your loonies and toonies this weekend too.
I always bring my loonies and toonies everywhere I go. So does this venue still smell like meat?
Parts of it do, but I'm not going to tell you which parts or how I know that.
Whoa.
Oh.
She's probably
I'm
talking about the kitchen where they make the burgers.
Probably.
Yes, because I'm Canadian and we're very literal.
It smells like meat in the kitchen.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah.
Smells like
Yes.
Canadian bacon.
That's just bacon up there, Scott.
Oh, sorry. Just literal bacon.
Yeah, just bacon. All right. So so your venue is an ex-meat house.
Yes.
That's probably the first time that I've ever heard of a beard competition being held in a ex-meat butcher place.
No, it's a pub. They used to draw for the meat.
I ain't more.
Okay.
They used to draw meat there, Aaron. Like they used to draw.
That was the live sketching.
Live sketching of meat.
Put up a slab of beef and just like.
I'm loving this. This is great.
So go ahead, Scott.
So, all right, taking a couple steps back here, you're also involved with the Craft Whisker Club show. Now, taking it an even step further back, how on earth did you get involved in the whole bearding community to the point of where you're actually part of group throwing on this competition? Like, what's your story?
Origin story.
Yeah,
my origin story. Okay, well,
she
actually,
got bit by a spider drawing meat.
And then I grew a beard. It all went weird. The very first time I heard about bearding was a friend of mine who is another wig maker said that this club was putting on some facial hair competition. So she dragged me down to Vancouver Facial Hair Club's event. And it was the first time I wore a beard in public. And it was a really fun time. And then I saw the movie Men with Beards, I think it's called. It's a Canadian documentary. And I heard about how they were going to have the Worlds in Austin. So then that was my second competition ever. And since then, I've just been gluing stuff to my face and meeting people.
How many beards would you say you've made to date?
For myself, I think they're almost all on Instagram, so probably around 40 or 50.
All right. Now you just used the key word there, for yourself. Now, for other people, what is that story about?
I make wigs and facial hair for the film industry, so I probably build a beard just about every week for somebody. I just made a mustache for, I don't want to drop names, but Steve Gutenberg.
Oh, was that when he was in Police Academy or Cocoon?
It's a show that he's filming right now.
In Canada.
My gosh, he's
in
doing
Canada.
Police Academy 9 right now.
Sadly,
Breaking
no.
news.
I know, right? He should be, but no.
Wow, I can't wait to see Steve Gutenberg with your fake mustache.
Well,
Aaron
will be in town in time, so we could hook that up. That'd be hilarious.
Aaron, you're going to meet Steve Gutenberg. Get his
Apparently, I
autograph
just
for me.
learned that. Breaking news. I'm going to meet Steve Gutenberg this weekend. Next weekend.
Next weekend.
There you go. So, will Vancouver's favorite son, Ryan Reynolds, be there?
Oh.
Have you ever made a beard for him?
That is a double no. No, I don't think he's going to be here. No, I haven't been allowed to touch him.
there's like lawyers involved. It's a whole thing.
I'm just saying.
All right. Yeah. So if we have a few minutes at the end of the show, I want to definitely dive back in. We'll ask a few more questions about this because this is a really fascinating subject. And
we could do an entire episode with just Christine A. Hackman.
And all the people I haven't met, all the celebrities that have come through town that I'm not allowed to touch.
There you go.
Wow.
So many.
But you want to.
Natalie wants to know if you touched either Supernatural boy before.
I have not touched them, but my friend used to work on the show, so I could get her to touch somebody who did touch them. So that's 2 degrees of separation.
That's pretty freaking close.
That's like a game.
It really is.
This is great. All right, let's get back to the beard.
She's just shouting random shows at me over, like, you will see her in like 10 days. Y'all talk every day. What are we doing here? All right. So your charity for this event, tell us a little bit about that.
We decided to go with the Vancouver Food Bank this year, and usually we've gone with specifically male-oriented charities and usually more towards mental health. But right now, in the last several months, and it's probably there too. The food insecurity is just through the roof. Food prices have been so high, and it's affecting everybody. And especially a lot of families, and families don't always include moms. Sometimes they are very dad based as well. So we got to support the dads that are having family troubles. So we thought that'd be good. And also because it's an established charity, we thought that would probably help get more people into it, because it's great to have niche charities that can help small amounts of people, but the food bank's going to be able to help just everybody. I drove by their location downtown the other day, and it was heartbreaking to see the people in line. And it's not the really, really down and out people that you expect to see at a soup kitchen. It could be you or me. Life is tough right now.
Do y'all do any work with them other than just this charity fundraiser at your beer competition, or have y'all done stuff with them in the past?
This is our first outreach to them right now.
Okay.
I have a question now. At your event, I mean, because in the past, we've done events where for like either food banks, like I used to do events for the Akron Food Bank or the Cleveland Food Bank, and we would request that people would bring in non-perishable goods, canned goods, boxed goods, in addition to if you want to make a donation or whatever. Are you requesting that people bring in these things so that you can also donate, or am I just off key with that?
No. Usually, I've been to a lot of events where it's part of admission. You have to bring food for the food bank.
Mhm.
But at this point, they do say that their buying power is so much better that every dollar we give them is like giving them 3 for what they can purchase. So I think it's better for us to just try and collect money for them at this point.
Because they got hookups so they can get cheap food and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that does make sense. I mean, yeah, because like I said, we're just used to like loading up the back of our car at the end of the thing with all this food and driving it down to the food bank and giving them a truckload of food and giving them a check for, $500-600, like what we used to do back in the day. But I mean, granted, yeah, like if you're saying that it's more economical for them to just, take the money and they can actually spread it further than we could by actually donating food. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I was just wondering when you started talking about that and when we were looking into the event and I saw that you were doing it for the food bank, I wanted to ask you that because I thought that was an important question. So, but thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
So on a lighter note, you said that you have some like super amazing MC. Do you want to tell us about that MC?
Oh, the MC for the event is going to be me.
What?
Robot.
I know. I will do anything for this competition, and I will even MC. So,
Have you ever MC'd before?
I used to MC a lot of belly dance events. So I haven't done anything live in a little while, but I feel like I'm practicing. I'm walking around the house talking into a hairbrush and trying to get ready, trying to get loose. I probably will have to wear a beard for the event because I just feel I look better with one. So
I will also wear a beard for your event.
I'm going to wear
Bless
one
you.
too.
Bless you. And you're not even coming.
I know.
That's
I'm
supporting
supporting
for
him.
For your event. He's going to
Wow.
wear it all day on October 15th just because he's like, I know there's a really good event in Canada going on. I'm going to wear this beard.
And I'm going to
Canada
wear
thanks you. I would say on behalf of the Queen, we thank you, but we know how that went.
Wow. Too soon.
Wow.
I know.
Andrew Matson's just really impressed how you're able to hide how floppy your head is.
That's who we should have gone as, Terrence and Phillip.
There's
Aaron.
still time.
Oh,
Man.
I'm
Because
using
Canadians'
a filter.
heads,
I'm
they
I'm
flop.
using a filter. It's the American filter so that I do not look like the.
but without the American filter on, you just look like Terrence and Phillip character.
Hey, buddy, how's that show going, buddy?
Like this. I need we're gonna make this happen. Anyway, so on another note,
Yeah, you're already a good public speaker anyways with all the stuff that you've been doing on the Craft Whisker Club show. So you know how to talk. You'll have no problem whatsoever. And you're a very educated woman and you're very captivating and you are a very well speaker. Or you speak very well, pardon me, I meant to say. You're going to do wonderfully.
Well, you are very kind, and thank you for all of that.
Oh, no problem.
I will try to do my country proud.
Oh,
I
you
will not
will.
let Canada
You will.
down.
So, speaking of your country, how do you feel like the registration and stuff's going? Because y'all do pre-registration, right? Is the country kind of coming together and gonna support your event, or I need to load up the Subaru and bring as many people as I can?
Bring your people, because the American dollar just goes so much further up here. Like I was saying on the show last night, you guys bring up like $10, and that's like $800 for me. So just tips in the G string. But yeah, registration's going pretty good, but everything always picks up at the last minute. So I'm seeing more and more every day. But it gets freaky, right? Because you sit there and you're like, I can only do so good. We're building the best comp we can. We're very excited. Now we just need to get the people through the doors. So, but they are starting to come, so that's good. The problem with Vancouver is we are so far on the side of the country. We got the Rocky Mountains in between, so it's not a lot of people will just road trip here the way you guys are all able to road trip to each other. Continental divide seems to get in the way of people. But we got a lot of weirdo beardos in town, and a few friends from the States are coming up, so that helps as well.
One thing that you mentioned earlier was you are in the middle of the hipstery downtown area. Have y'all been down there just putting up flyers for this event and knocking all the coffee shop doors and all that good stuff? Because a cool beard event thing, might be something that a bunch of hipsters might at least want to check out a little bit.
Funny you should mention that. We're doing a direct marketing this year. We have these lovely little postcards that have all the information. We've got the Facebook event is here, the registration is here, and this gives me license to go up to any man I see that has a beard and say, hello, you have a lovely beard. And they take that moment and they say, thank you. And then get freaked out and they say, we're having a charity beard competition. You could win with a beard like that. Prizes.
Very cool.
And then what happens?
And then I get all shy and I run away. But we have had people register. It's really good because, I said, it's such direct marketing because we've tried things, the Facebook, even the posters and stuff. Posters at a coffee shop, good. Posters at a barber shop, better. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to do that sort of thing.
Posters at both, even better.
Well, yeah. We're doing that too. Posters everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. But Facebook marketing doesn't really help us. We need people who actually have the facial hair. Mm-hmm. But we actually went to an event one of our ex-members put on a couple weekends ago, and it was at a motorsports thing, and I can't really even describe what happened except there were motorbikes, there was wrestling, there was craft beer. It was great. It was a strange and glorious event, so hopefully we got some people out of that as well.
Was there a lot of bearded gentlemen there?
I would go so far as to say there were beardo weirdos there.
Wow. Target demographic.
So target. Yeah.
Wow. I like your marketing plan.
Here's a really good question. Andrew want to know if all the mandates have been lifted so we can travel freely into Canada.
That is a most excellent question, and you are correct, sir. As of October 1st, it is a free-for-all. Come up, bring your unvaccinated money. We don't care. Throw it at our charity. That's all we ask.
So did you plan this so it would be right after the border got, released and all that? You planned this out pretty well.
If I would have planned it better, I would have planned that border to be open a month ago so I could have marketed to people in the States heavier. This is the problem. There are people, we have friends in Washington and a little further abroad that could have come up, but because we didn't know what was happening with the border, they couldn't make plans. So that's a little annoying. But next year, it won't be like that. Next year, we'll just be all hugging and licking each other, and it'll be fine.
I can't wait.
You love licking other people, Aaron.
So we got 5 minutes before you got to dip and go to your stand-up comedy training class.
Sitting.
Oh yeah, no, she can't sit.
Oh,
I'm getting all my sitting done now. This is my pre-sit for my stand-up later.
All right, so let's hammer out these judges real quick. Who do you have coming up there to judge your event?
Well, I have not announced all of the judges.
It'll be fine.
You
go
are
ahead.
making me do an exclusive here. Well, so far, we have introduced our one local judge of Tara Jean Stevens. She is a DJ here in town. She's quite famous and loved, and she's judged before.
Was that the radio show you went on last year? Was it that girls?
Oh God, I don't even remember. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Was I on a radio show?
Yeah, you must licked a toad beforehand.
Yeah, you were on a radio show last year in Vancouver promoting your online event, I think. Or maybe it was the year before, and it was a live event. Either way, I listened to it, and I was just curious if that was the same girl, because she played good music. The end. That was the end of the whole...
no, I remember that one. Yes, no. Yes and no. So that's number one judge. So the judge that we announced today is Mr. Chad Roberts.
Never heard of him.
I know, right? I thought he had a nice beard, so it's like, hey.
You're like,
so we got him.
Hey, nice beard.
Hey, nice beard. The judge we are announcing tomorrow, I don't know if you know her. She's, what the heck is her name? It starts with an N. Mm-hmm. She's worn some beards before.
Nancy
Johnson. She's coming up.
Oh my God, Nancy
World
Johnson.
famous Whiskerina.
Good old Nancy Johnson.
Nancy Johnson. Natalie Q. Johnson is coming on up here with her husband in tow, and we have so many donut shops mapped out for you to go to.
I can't wait. We'll be there.
And a murder hotel
Friday,
for you. We got everything.
Donuts and checking out murder scenes.
Well, we got someone from France here right now.
What's up, buddy?
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Look at that. You said speaking your French Canadians. You guys can talk to each other.
All right, that was 3 judges. Right?
That was 3. Fourth judge is an actor in town. Well, he's been in a bunch of things, but he's not like
Steve Guttenberg.
He's no Steve Guttenberg, but he is a gentleman friend who he's bearded and he's well known in town. His name is Dean Paul Gibson, and you can check out his IMDb. He's been right? No, wrong Gibson. He's very lovely. And the fifth, number 5, in her, is it her judging debut? I can't remember now because it's Lisa Fauschnauer from Washington. Yes.
Fauschnauer
is coming up. Yeah.
So the only way that you would come up there was to judge because she makes all of her beards out of fresh fruit and flowers and stuff, and she couldn't bring that across the border. So that was must have been part of the deal. Fine,
and she couldn't get it. She couldn't get it here because everything's out of season. Because in
right.
about 2 days the snow comes down and we all start living in igloos again. So
it better wait more than 2 days.
You better be bringing some skis.
Aaron, we'll pack some when you're loading up this weekend. When you're down here, we'll pack up a lot of that warmth in the back of the Subaru. And
I didn't even think about that. It better not be snowing.
You better have your chains on your wheels.
Gosh. I have a Subaru. I don't need chains.
Yeah, man.
We're doing Subaru stuff.
That's the best.
Heck, man. Yeah.
All right. So we're almost out of time. Do you have any cool vendors or anybody like that coming in setting up at your event?
I believe we have one particular vendor who, by the way, is also one of our 2 title sponsors and kind of the biggest name in bearding in the world. Honest Amish is a coming. And
that's
we'll
good.
Vending.
I like those guys.
Yeah,
international shipping.
So they'll say just sneak that stuff across the border. Just pack a bunch of stuff in your trunk and then just sell it out of the back of the car.
That's probably what I'll do, except for I'll carry stuff in the venue.
Well, we would let you do that too.
Perfect.
We would welcome you in.
Well, since we're about out of time, is there anything else you wanted to specifically talk about so everyone gets all the news and information about your event?
Just that we have 14 different categories. That's 42 awards up for grabs. So if you haven't signed up yet, please sign up. Please come up, support our charity. They are so worthy. And thank you guys for having me on tonight. I really appreciate it, helping me spread the word. And love to all of my guys who are helping with the comp, especially John and Andrew and Tony. They are just kicking ass behind the scenes.
Way to go, Andrew.
Thanks,
Way to go, guys. Well, enjoy your class. And, everybody go to Vancouver, Saturday, October 15th, 2022, 4 p.m. What time is that? What was What is
In
the
Canadian time? What time is that?
In Pacific time, it's 4 p.m.
Oh, so
In
you
your
still?
time,
I
it
didn't
would
know
be
if you
like
called it
7
something
p.m.
different up there. That was all.
That's
So
okay.
Pacific time. There we go. They even in
Canadian time.
Canada they go by Pacific time. Yeah. Anyway, you have fun
We
at
have
your
the same
class.
ocean, Pacific Ocean. Okay, love you guys. Gotta go. Bye.
All right, bye.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
I did not want to rush through that interview. She is
I didn't
full of just everything.
Man, she does not need to go to classes to be funny.
Nah. But you know that's what's gonna make her funnier is because she goes to classes.
Yeah,
Right?
but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. We should go to classes. Be a
I
pretty
don't
good
know.
idea. I'm gonna do it. Now
So,
what? Scott's the core of the
well,
beer
I
caster?
don't know. Well, let's dive back into our normal beginning show stuff since we have
Sure.
some people in here right now.
Yeah.
So you got your car fixed. Tell us a little bit about your weekend and all the fun that you had.
Yeah. So last week, let's see. So we had already figured it out. So yeah, last week on Talking Beards, we were talking about how I may or may not have a blown head gasket, and I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was freaking out a little bit. Well, everything 100% worked out. We got a rental car. We went to go trade in Natalie's car, but there are no automobiles to trade in still, so we didn't do that. So Subaru fixed our car, and we got a rental car and took it to Cincinnati, and we were about halfway to Cincinnati on Friday, and they called and said her car was already ready.
Oh
But
my!
I know we could have
Should have just turned around and went and got it.
if I knew it was going to be ready at 10:30 in the morning, I would have just waited and just drove our car. But like I said, we were already several hours on the road, and we were dealing with Hurricane Ian on Friday as well. So we left the house at 7 a.m. and I don't think we got clear of Ian until about 9. So if we would have left it at 11 o'clock, we would have just been driving in that freaking storm the whole time. Anyway, yeah, we got to Cincinnati. Friday, we just kind of hung out. And then Saturday, we did competition stuff. And then we went to go see family and whatnot on Sunday. And then we came on home. That was pretty much our weekend. And now Thursday morning, we drive to Texas. The end.
Oh my gosh!
How about your weekend, Scott Secor, the beard caster?
My weekend was really exciting, Aaron.
That's pretty good. How exciting was it?
It was so exciting.
I hate you. What did you do?
That's when I'm supposed to talk, right? I'm supposed to tell you about my exciting.
What are you doing?
He disappeared like the
freaking
man.
Nico.
I know, Nico, the man of the hour.
I know you're going to brag on him and say how awesome he was, and then you're going to hold him up, and then he was like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah. So he just took off. I guess Angela and him went for a walk, but yeah. So this weekend, our good friends and some of our friends over at the Austin Facial Hair Club, there was an event at one of the local establishments down here, and they were doing this little dog show, and I decided to take Nico to it because he's been down here for a couple weeks. I'm just trying to get him around other people and around other dogs and stuff. So we decided to go, and
so he can have some dog buddies and stuff.
Yeah, so he did really good, and we decided to enter a few categories in this thing. So we entered the category for best looking, but he obviously was not the most handsome looking dog there.
Yeah, right.
And then Paul decided, he goes, well, he listens really good. You should enter him in the best listener. And I just laughed because Nico, best listener. Ha ha ha. As Andrew says, he's not a great listener.
And then what
that,
happened?
He was probably saying that about something else. But yeah, so anyways, we had to do this like little obstacle course, and Nico did really good. He did better than the other dogs, and so we ended up winning. So
Nice.
Nico won his first little dog show. I was like really tickled pink about it.
I'm so proud of him.
I know. So yeah, so that was like super exciting, big thing for the weekend. And
so that was like his first dog show or anything, huh?
Yeah. So it was really cool. I was really happy about that. And so there's another one coming up. It's the 8th annual dog, beard, and mustache competition thrown by the Austin Facial Hair Club, which will be on October 29th at the Little Darlin. So if you guys live in the Austin area and you have a dog, you can dress it up, or if it has a beard or a mustache and you want it to be part of the competition, 4 p.m. Little Darlin, Austin. Come on down. We'll be there. We'll have some friends there with their dogs and everything. So if you want to meet Nico, this could be your chance.
He's going to be signing autographs.
Yeah. Putting his paw print on his headshots next to Gary Faulkner. I mean, they're going to be, yeah. Look at that.
I have a
Chihuahuas and mustaches. What was that?
I said I kind of sort of got beard mail, and that you said Gary Faulkner, but it's all the way downstairs.
Oh, Andrew wants to know, is the dog show anything like the pony show that you went to in Chardon? No, it is not. Christopher Wilson wants to know, can I bring a cat? Probably that would not be a good idea.
I think you can.
Actually, I think you can.
Mm-hmm. You definitely can bring a cat. You would probably want to keep it in a cage, but it definitely is a good idea. So weather in Vancouver that weekend isn't that bad.
Oh.
68 and 52. That's
despite of all Aaron's rage, he just has a cat in a cage.
Of course.
No, you didn't like that. That was good.
No, it was good.
See, somebody says Larry cat.
Larry cat. That's my sister. What do you mean, someone?
I know it's your sister.
Yeah, Larry cat would just go down there and decimate all. He has an awesome beard right now, and he will not let you touch it. Natalie shaved all of Larry's body because, he's fat and long-haired and he's lazy and he gets knots, so we shave his body. Natalie tried to shave his front and he yelled at her. Like, he got super mad. Like, he laid there the whole time shaving his entire rest of his body, but she started coming around the front and he got pissed. Like, super mad. So, don't cut Larry's beard. And he looks super good right now with his beard.
He looks super good.
Tara said, we need a picture. I don't have one, but I will get you one momentarily. My sister.
Cool. Your sister.
Tara D. Hall.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah. So, what else is going on this weekend? We're going to be in. Oh
my goodness. We will be right here. This is us for this weekend. Central Texas Beard and Mustache Club. You and me are MCing together.
I know. We're taking some classes to be funny right now. So
we should have already done
online.
But oh my gosh. We got this. It'll be fine. We do this whole show thing every week and we pretty much don't mess it up. So I think we could pretty much don't mess up a beard competition too. Probably.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm not nervous about it at all. I'm really excited. Number one, I'm really excited to see Aaron. I'm really excited to see Nancy Johnson. And that's where I'm calling her from here on out.
Freaking Nancy.
Jonathan Shields is here.
What's up, Jonathan?
But yeah, so that's what's kind of going on for us as of right now. I mean, we got lots of events coming up in October, and we're going to get into that right now. And
speaking of lots of events in October,
well, we're going to be doing a new segment right now for Talking Beards, the Beard Calendar. If you want to know more information, go to thebeardcalendar.com. We're going to do a monthly segment on YouTube where we cover all the events for each month. So tonight we're going to cover all the events that we are that we know about for the month of October, going on all across the United States. If you have any information about an event that you want to share, just go to thebeardcalendar.com. In the bottom right-hand corner, there is a little pop-up where you can message. You can either send a question or you can give Aaron the information about your event and he will add it to the calendar.
Yeah, just go to thebeardcalendar.com. You can click that thing down the bottom right and you can type whatever you want and it'll pop up on my phone and I'll add it. Or if you know how to get a hold of me, otherwise, Facebook, Instagram, text message, whatever, just reach out and I'll add it. And if I don't do it after a day or two, just message me again and then I'll probably do it that time.
But yeah, so we have about 17 different competitions going on in the month of October, which is crazy as we're leading up to November, No Shave November.
Except for last weekend's not on here. So
yeah,
there was a couple on October 1st, but we're going to start on October 8th.
Because that's this coming weekend. And what is going on?
We ready?
We are ready.
All right. So the first one that we have up is going to be this one right here, Scott. Go ahead.
Yep, Beardapalooza 3, which will be in Nolanville, Texas, this Saturday. It starts at 3 p.m. If you want to get there a little around noon, that's when they're going to start registration and stuff. $20 for competitors, $5 for spectators. Kids are 12 and under are free, and they have about 15 different categories, which is really cool. What else do we know about the event, Aaron?
Well, I mean, we talked to the Longs last week. They've got a ton of vendors. It's going to be what they say. Registration starts at noon, comps at 3, and we're going to drag it out. I think they kind of want this to be an all day event. So we'll take our time. We'll take some breaks, and we won't power through it like we could, but we'll BS with everybody, and we'll drag it out, and we'll have a full day of events because this is going to be a cool one. They've got food trucks and, I mean, basically the best MCs ever. They've got that going for them. They've got a all-star judges panel. It's going to be a good event.
Excelente. We look forward to seeing you all there. So if you guys want to go check it out, there's information in the show notes at the bottom. So as for all of these events, if you want any more information about them, you can either go to the beard calendar. Slow down, Scott. thebeardcalendar.com, or you can look in the show notes below, and there will be links to all the events and all the information that you're going to need about each one. So
next up, we have Beards at the Beach, facial hair in ocean air.
And this is going to be Saturday, October 8th, Beards at the Beach at Secrets Jamaica, USA, is a waterfront bar, restaurant, and nightclub in Ocean City, MD, which is Maryland. But yeah, so not a whole lot of information out there about this. There's still some stuff coming in on their Facebook page. What do you know about this, Aaron?
You pretty much said it all. It's at Secrets in Ocean City, Maryland.
But we're supposed to tell everyone, so it's really
we got to tell everyone, and I have it listed as 12 p.m. Eastern. That's pretty much it. You can go to thebeardcalendar.com. There's a Facebook link on there, and good luck.
Good luck.
That's all I know about it.
All right.
Next up, we have a good one coming up. I think this will be a good event. This is going to be Whiskeys for Whiskers, right?
Whoa. I don't know, because I have a different one.
I'm out of, hold on. Here we go. There we go.
Peru.
There it is. Peru, Indiana, Beard Bash, Saturday, October 8th at 1 p.m.
Yeah, so this is a Beard Mob, Indiana. They're presenting the Peru Fall Fest Beard Bash. It is going to benefit the regional disabled veterans in the Miami County Honor Guard. It'll be taking place during the Peru Fall Festival in Peru, Indiana. Once again, 1 p.m. There's going to be 8 categories. Entry cost is $15, $5 for each additional category. There's going to be raffles and other opportunities to donate. So if you want any more information, like we said, check the show notes out below. But that looks like it's going to be a fun event.
It's gonna be a good event. I know a bunch of people that are going to that one. I went to Pomeroy, then Cincinnati, and now this weekend I won't be going because I'll be in Central Texas. But everyone that were at those past 2 events in Ohio, everybody was talking about going to this one. I know the beer community up there in Southern Ohio and all of Indiana is really, really strong. I know that group of traveling people is really knocking it out, and they're really keeping a lot of competitions alive, and they're all going to be at this one. So everybody should go to Peru, Indiana if you can't go to Central Texas.
Oh, hey, Monty. He says he loves us. We love you too, Monty.
We love you as well, Montel.
All
right, ready for this one?
I am ready for. I'm going to be going to RVA. This sounds like a great one.
It sounds like a good one. Let's hear all about it. Go
Well,
ahead.
what I have for this one, this is the Schmur. It's what it says right there.
I was like, what do you? Oh yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah, Whiskers for Whiskers, charity beard and mustache contest. So this is put on by the RVA Beard League. There's going to be about 6 categories, it looks like. Mustaches, partial beards, short beards, full beards with styled mustaches, and creative beards. Begins at 2:30. $5 entry goes to the RACC, the Richmond Animal Care and Control. They do a lot of stuff with animal charities down there in Richmond. They're good peoples.
They love their animals. But yeah, if RVA is involved, this is going to be a solid event. I don't really know a lot about it, but it's at a brewery there in RVA, and it's part of Oktoberfest. And like I said, RVA is involved, so probably going to be a very quality event. I would.
Oh my gosh, probably.
Okay, it will for sure be a quality event.
I like that optimism you have there, Aaron.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You ready for this one?
Yes.
We don't know anything about this one.
Nope.
This is going to be BC Beards by the Border. What do you know about this little event, Scott Score?
Well, pretty much we just had Christina on with us. So if you guys want any more information about that, you can check out the Talking Beards, the latest show with Christine on there. But yeah, we have we gave lots of information. There's 14 categories. We know that. And as Christine said, because food security is one of the greatest stress factors across the communities right now, their charity is going to be the Greater Vancouver Food Bank. So if you want to come and support a good cause, that's going to be one. So like I said, there's tons of really great categories at this event. There's going to be some great vendors. Nancy Johnson is going to be one of the judges.
And Chad Roberts.
From the RVA. So if you want more information about this event that's coming on in Richmond, Chad will be there to answer all your questions.
There you go. So go to RVA, ask Chad all the questions, and then take an Uber to Vancouver.
Yeah. I think you're doing it backwards. You're supposed to go to Vancouver to talk to Chad and then take a Uber to Richmond.
Nope. Backwards.
Oh.
So the 8th is before the 15th.
That's this weekend. My bad.
Yeah. I'm ready for this one. Are you ready to talk about this event?
Let's go.
We have a lot to talk about this one. This is going to be a everybody buckle up for this one. The Bethlehem, Pennsylvania Battleborn Killer Beard Competition. What all do you know about this one, Scott Score?
That is the Bethlehem, Pennsylvania Battleborn Killer Beard Competition benefiting America's heroes.
It's pretty good. It's in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So if you're there, you should try to.
What's the date on that?
So this is 10/15/2022, and it's going to be at the Wooden Match at 61 Lee Street at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Lehigh Street.
Lehigh Street. Whatever.
And that's on the 15th. So once again, in the show notes, more information about that one.
But obviously, we didn't have much information about that one.
Yeah, we didn't.
We knew it exists. We got that. What about this one, Scott Sikora?
The second annual the Kazoo Whisker Crew is putting on the Beard Zerkers event. $10 entry fee. The charity is going to be a first day shoe fund. Get some shoes for the kids. This is going to be a small beard and mustache competition as part of a larger Viking themed event at Valhalla in Kalamazoo. Saturday, October 15th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Registration will start at 6 p.m. It's going to be at the Valhalla Kalamazoo, which is at 3408 Miller Road, Kalamazoo. Yeah. So if you want any more information, like we said, go to the link below. Do you know any more than that?
That's about it. You filled it. I had the address ready,
all right.
You beat me to it. So that was about all I had on that event as well. So next up, I do actually have a little bit on this one. This is going to be the Dells on Tap Beards and Brews. This is going to be a beard competition that's going to be in conjunction with the Dells on Tap. So Dells on Tap, I believe, is just basically a beer festival there in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, so apparently, according to the website, the Wistels.com, there's a whole thing about it. If you have a buddy with a legendary beard or mustache, make sure they come and sign up for the beard and mustache competition on the day of Dells on the Tap. Decorations and styling encouraged. Basically, if you have a beard and mustache, there's a contest. There's going to be 2 categories, a beard category and a mustache category. You register, registration will be at Dells on the Tap Festival grounds. So just watch for signs when you enter the event. Only Dells on Tap ticket holders are eligible to enter contest.
That's the big thing. You've got to buy tickets to Dells on Tap.
Yes, so you must purchase a Dells on Tap ticket to enter festival grounds.
Yep.
So, and then they determine winners. They encourage costumes and decorated beards and mustaches for extra points. Flair will be the biggest factor in determining winners for the competition.
So this competition, I do know a little bit about. It's put on by Wisconsin Dells, the city commission. They all, or the tourism committee or whatever, they all put this together. They've got a really good judges panel, probably one of the best judges panels around, and I'm not even really exaggerating right now. So they're going to have Jason Kiley, they'll have Aaron Seeger, they will have Andrew Matson. Never heard of him. And then James McMahon as well. So,
oh wow, they definitely do have.
They
brought in a lot of
categories.
Yeah.
Look at that. But the winners of all those categories, first, second, and third, will go home with some honest Amish. So
they're going to go home with Andrew Matson.
Yeah, Andrew Matson will go home with them. That's what you win for first place.
It's like drawing meat, man.
Yeah, meat man.
Whoa, ho, ho.
All right, so coming up next on October 15th, Beardtoberfest, Episode X, The Last Beard. What do you know about this one, Scott Scora?
I think you know a lot about this one. This is a competition you guys have attended many a times over. It is a facial hair competition that brings competitors and fans from all around America. Funds raised will be donated to the Karen Chandler Trust. It's the non-local profit. 13 different categories. It will be at the Startup Brewing Company, Dirtbag Ales Brewery and Tap Room.
Yeah, that's about all, guys. It's going to be in Fayetteville, North Carolina, adjacent.
So and it's always Star Wars themed.
It's always Star Wars themed, and every year they act like this is going to be the last year they do Star Wars. So as they put in the last beard, are they insinuating they're not going to do Star Wars again? No, I've heard that for like the last 4 years. So they're probably going to continue to do Star Wars. Usually you are right. We are very much involved with this event. You know, we're good friends with Doug and John and Ivy and all those guys up there, but we were just super busy, and I'm not involved at all because we're not going to be on this side of the country when this event happens. And it kind of honestly slipped my mind until right this moment. So sorry, Douglas. But yeah, it's over here in Fayetteville. They do a phenomenal job. It's a good venue. Fayetteville, super cool. That group of guys are amazing. It'll be a good time for sure.
It's definitely one of the ones that I've always wanted to get to, and it always happens at a time of year, like for me, when usually October, November, December are always like the worst times for me to travel and go to competitions. So that's why I don't get to go to a lot of these, but yeah, it's definitely one that I've always wanted to hit.
Well, maybe next year,
Aaron.
So this one, I don't have a whole lot of information about, but they've got a website now and a cooler poster that I found a few minutes ago with a lot more information. So this is going to be the Orlando Villains Summit, or just the Villains. Anyway, the Orlando Villains are putting it on. It's a meet and greet, beer competition, and raffles down there in Orlando, October 14th and 15th. What else you guys got?
There's if you want more information about the event, as you see there, orlandovillains.org, you can find out some good information about the event there. Once again, there isn't a whole lot of information out there about the event, but like I said, just go to the notes below and look for that event. And if you're in the Orlando, Florida area on the 14th, go 14th and 15th, actually. So it's 2 days.
It's a 2-day event. And
yes,
I'm sure it'll be a great time because it's in Orlando. You got to have a good time when you're in Orlando.
You got to.
Gotta. This one, this is a good one right here. So this is the Tri-County Beard and Mustache Society Beards for Band. I don't think this is even the event poster, but we popped it up there. Yeah, this is going to be the 8th annual event, Beards for Band, Mustaches for Music. What else do you know, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, you know most of the stuff about this. This event's been going on for a few years. We've interviewed them about it and stuff. We've all been part of it at one point in time. But yeah, it's the Tri-County Beard and Mustache Society. They are raising money for music education in the community for underprivileged youth. So it's a great. In fact, I'm on the website right now, and there's pictures of Nancy and Aaron on there, and just a lot of people. Tell us a little bit about your experience with these events,
dude. Tri-County event is such a family-oriented, it's just
is this where you guys did musical chairs?
This is where we've done musical chairs the last few years. I don't know if they're doing musical chairs this year. They are doing musical chairs. The winner gets a different instrument, and then they usually do multiple rounds, and then the winner of the multiple rounds battle off at the end of the night to play the musical instrument, and whoever plays the musical instrument the best wins musical chairs. And it has gotten pretty rowdy in the past, but I think it'll be pretty calm this year. But it's up there in LaPel, Indiana. They have 2 stop signs now, so the city's really popping off, and it's a great time. It's right across the street from the grain bins. I mean, you don't get any better than that.
As your sister says, it sounds like so much fun. Well, you should come then.
There you go. You should come to LaPel, Indiana on October 26th.
It's not that far from where you're at.
Nope, right up the road.
Yeah, just
right
go.
Up the road. All roads lead to LaPel. That's like the motto of the city.
Yeah. All roads lead to LaPel. You need to make that shirt.
They should.
They should. I like that.
We got some more coming up.
More.
This is the Northern Indiana Bearded Villains Halloween Havoc. This is in Hobart, Indiana. Way far away from LaPel. What else do you know about this thing?
Yeah, so it's on the 22nd. Doors are at 4. Registrations between 4 and 5. It's benefiting the Ronald McDonald House of Northern Indiana. There's also a meet and greet on the day before at the Hobart Moose at 6 p.m. So if you're into that, then you can check that out. Costume contests, prizes, entertainment. You know, there's going to be a magic show, and they're going to auction off some stuff. You know, kind of like all the typical things that you would find at a beard competition, but with a magic show.
There you go. I mean, they have a magic show. So yeah. October 22nd is a fun-filled day. You can either go to a magic show or you can do the, musical chairs event.
Yeah. I mean,
lots of stuff going on.
Why not?
Why not? You ready for another one? Because there's a few more.
Oh, I'm ready, Aaron.
Boy, am I. This is going to be a good one. So this is the London Bridge Beard and Mustache Contest, the 51st anniversary of this competition. They got 11 categories this year. They got a couple women's categories. But yeah, it's out there in Lake Havasu, Arizona, and it is in fact underneath the London Bridge. We even learned about this London Bridge when we were in England, and they gave us a little bit of history about how the bridge ended up in Lake Havasu. So it's a real deal. The dude had way too much money, and he bought the London Bridge brick by brick, and it got rebuilt exactly where, like, they mapped out where each brick went. It got rebuilt exactly like it was in London, and they put it out in the desert in Arizona and built a town around it. And now there's a beard competition under it. The end.
Yeah. So there's 9 categories for you to choose from. This year they are going to have a women's homemade beard and mustache category for Whiskerina Creative and Whiskerina Realistic. The event draws both contestants and spectators from the 5 surrounding counties in Arizona, California, and Nevada, because we're like right in the
right
area.
there in the corner.
Yeah. $25 contestant fee gets you a t-shirt, but you must sign up by the 14th of October, and it will be to support and benefit over 450 students and the kids on the Colorado River Educational Program.
So it's for a really good cause.
Yeah.
It seems like a really, really cool town. I haven't yet made it over there. But yeah, you get to do a beer competition underneath the London Bridge. So that's pretty cool, I think.
I think it's pretty cool too.
And we got this one. I don't have a whole lot about it. Maybe you got a little bit more, but this will be Whiskers at the Whiskey Beard Competition, the 3rd annual event up there in Salem, Oregon. What
yes. So Bearded Oregon presents Whiskers on the Whiskey 3.0, hosted by the Night Deposit Whiskey Library. This is the 3rd beard competition, and there's going to be I don't know how many different categories, but registration opens at 4, competitions at 5. Spectators are free, $15 prepay. So if you pre-register, it's $15, but if you pay at the door, it's $20. A couple judges, and the event. It says all profits from this event will be donated to Save and Juice, which that's all I have. There's no more information other than that. So,
but I do know that you will also potentially get Honest Amish products if you place 1st, 2nd, 3rd in this competition. I know that as well.
Yeah, and there will be registration in the links below. So if you see this one and it's in your area and you do want to go in Salem, Oregon, all you got to do is there's an Eventbrite link down there, and it'll take you to the registration page for this event.
I think it's at a library.
That's what I said. It's the Night Deposit Whiskey Library.
That's crazy. Is it? They got books.
It's the Salem's premier destination for cocktails, beer, dancing, and the best DJs in town.
So no
happy hour from 4 to 6 with food specials daily, Aaron.
Daily. All right, everybody, hang with us. We got a couple more.
More.
This is Saturday, October 22nd at 4 p.m. This is Villains Night. Salt Lake City, Utah. Bearded Villains Competition. What else you know?
All right, so this is a fundraiser for a family place, Utah. Once again, 4 p.m. You said. It's going to be there's a $20 entrance fee. Honest Amish is involved. There's going to be a couple bands playing. The Galaxy Band, Laser Kitten. Wow, believe that.
Laser Kitten.
Beard and costume contest raffle. So if you want any more information, utahvillains.org. This is a Bearded Villains event. So $10 cover.
Beardedvillains.org, because their organization, Scott.
What?
Because they're an organization. That's why.
Yeah, they are. They are. We're an organization too, but we're not a .orger.
We're a .com. Because we're a community.
Yeah, we are.
We're a computer. Whatever.
What's going on in Key West, Florida, Aaron?
This is a very interesting one. So I stumbled across this one the other day. This is on a Monday, y'all. So the poster looks amazing. Looks like a great time. So Fantasy Fest 2022 official festival event.
All right.
What do you know about this thing?
Okay, so it is on a Monday. It says Monday, October 24th, 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on Caroline Street, Key West, Florida. So we're way down there. Hopefully the hurricane didn't do too much damage down there, but
that's kind of what I was wondering.
Yeah, so this is the 2022 Championship Fantasy Fest. It has categories for all genders. The Fantasy Fest's newest costume contest, and also a legitimate serious bearding competition. There are natural beard categories will be judged based on the National Beard Mustache Association requirements for competitors, and there's going to be over 20 categories eligible for awards. There is also an online competition for all those who wish to participate in their fundraiser to raise money for the local Key West charity sister season. Once again, if you need more information, we'll have it in the show notes below. It looks like a really cool and fun event, though. Like the show poster is beautiful.
They do.
Really cool.
Yeah. I looked through some of their stuff. They do really crazy art on everything. It looks like Wallach's famous beard championship is putting it on. And they are a wig store.
Yeah, when they also have fake mustaches and beards there too, which I thought I was busy looking as I was looking up all this information last night. I was like searching through all these websites, getting more information about each of the events. And yeah, I did come across that and I was like, wow, I'm like, they have really nice fake beards.
Yeah, it's a cool looking store. It's kind of strange it's on a Monday, but if you're in Key West, Florida area and you want to go to a beer competition, that'd be a cool one to go to. So last, but certainly not least,
NotTalkingBeards.gov.
we're not the government. Coming up October 29th, 2022 in Pittsburgh, PA, we have Monsters Ball. What do you know about this one?
All right, so this is probably one of the premier events in the United States. We've gone to this one multiple times. It is awesome. They have some of the greatest prizes for the winners. But this is an 80s themed Monster Ball weekend. It is going to have a costume contest in the Monsters Ball Charity Costume Competition 80s edition. So there's two events here. We got Friday night and Saturday night. And it is put on by the Mad Viking Beard Club. Jason and Jason are good friends. Last year they raised over $30,000 for the UPMC Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. These guys raise so much money every year, and they really make a huge dent in the community with all the fundraising they do throughout the year. But yeah, so they have a bunch of different categories, 8 different categories. And then Friday, October 28th, doors at 4. And there's going to be some bands. Once again, skate deck trophies. And the 29th will be the beard competition, the Monsters Ball Charity Beard Competition 80s edition. So
that's it.
There's tons of information. 16 categories. Yeah, there's just tons of information. So once again, all that information will be down below. And I meant to put this in here because I spent the time doing it at the beginning and I forgot to do it at the very beginning. But if you want more information on any of these events, like we see this ticker on the bottom, go to thebeardcalendar.com. But also the show notes in the video below will have all the information that you need to find out more about any event that's going on in the month of October. If you have an event for November or any other time of the year, go to thebeardcalendar.com, click on the little pop-up that comes up in the bottom right corner, and you can send us your event and we will add it to the list. And yeah, let everyone know about what's going on. Beardcalendar.com.
That's good. Yeah. So thank you for everybody for sticking with us tonight while we went through these 9,000 beard competitions for October. And in a few weeks, we'll do that again for November. And as of now, the list looks shorter. So that'll be a much shorter segment next month.
Yeah.
But most importantly, we didn't do this at the beginning of the show. Do not forget, if you go to honestamish.com, you can use promo code TalkingBeards and you can save 15% off your order. And if you order over $35, you can get free shipping in the domestic United States, not international. So yeah,
but now they do offer domestic shipping again, but that is not free.
International shipping. You were close.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we've always offered domestic
international shipping. Lifestyle, Aaron. What is
international lifestyles? Yeah, international shipping's back, baby. We're shipping around the world, and shipping prices have gone berserk. Thank you, COVID. So anyway. Thank you, Christine A. Hackman, for being on the show tonight. And yeah, thank you for everybody for watching. This was an information-filled episode of Talking Beards tonight.
Definitely was, yeah. I mean, like my throat's really dry. I feel like I talked way too much tonight.
That's fine. You did a great job, Scott Score.
Hey, Aaron, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And you know what? You did a great job too tonight. And I thank you.
Thanks. I didn't probably ramble as much as I did in Cincinnati, but still, I got all the news and information out. That's all that matters.
That is right. Thank you, Captain Steubing.
All right. Well, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. You can see me and Scott live this weekend. I was about to say just me, but oh no, me and Scott Score live on stage this weekend, Central Texas. It'll be in Nolanville. So come check it out. Saturday. Yeah.
We're excited. We're going to have some great giveaways. So make sure you guys come out. We'll entertain you. We'll give away some great Honest Amish stuff.
And Scott will be wearing a Speedo, probably.
Probably not. But find out more information about Aaron at Aaron D. Johnston. And find out more information about me at Scott Secor on all your social medias. Go to talkingbeards.com to find out more about the show. Subscribe to the podcast. What else is there other than the beardcalendar.com and honestamish.com? Just check all that out.
All right, everybody. Have a great evening, great week, great day. Just have a great life, everybody. We'll see y'all next week.
Great life.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.